I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
I got to go today. Nothing. I really like this podcast. I want you to stay tuned. It's a little different to
what did you think of yesterday's one?
We normally. I'm not about looking back. I'm about looking forward and showing gratitude to those that we love.
No, thank you.
Around us.
Do you want to go around the room and say a nice thing about each other?
Done.
No, I feel like it's better to write it down.
Do you?
We had to perform this exercise with my son. He's 14 years of age, year 9, and we had to write a gratitude letter. It was actually, I don't know, I got a bit nervous before I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the idea of it is lovely.
And he would be so proud of his mum, wouldn't he? He's a very lucky kid to have.
I didn't know what colour crayon to use, but I finally got it out with some pictures in there as well, but you're going to hear that in the pod.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can we just talk about Jenny from the block?
Yes, please.
Because obviously there's that song there, and Jenny is from the block. She's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
There's a bit of controversy, though. We spoke to J-Lo. Remember, you know, the new documentary / movie that's out of her called This Is Me Now, a love story? We spoke to J-Lo about that.
She was a great chat.
But she talks about the Bronx and growing up in the Bronx quite a bit. Actually, there was another documentary. Do you guys remember this one a while ago where she went back to her old house in the Bronx, Kate.
Back to the block.
Yeah,
Show
and
us where she came from.
She went to her house and there was an old guy there. And have a listen to what happened.
I used to live here. Huh? I used to live here. Huh? My name is Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yeah, I used to live and my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer Lopez.
Who's Jennifer Lopez?
Me.
Who's Jennifer Lopez? Guys like Jenny from the block, remember?
He had no idea who she was.
That's very sweet.
So what's happened in the movie, right, there's a moment where she's in the gym, Kate, and her hair's everywhere. She's just done a workout and she basically says, she looks in the mirror and she said, this reminds me of when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down. Here's the clip here.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
No limits, man.
So there's quite a few locals that are blowing up about this. And there's quite a few women that grew up with J-Lo that are blowing up about this.
Why? Is J-Lo not being honest?
Well, have a listen to this woman.
I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that, and we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood, so you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I wondered if you were going to go here, Fitz, because I think the whole Jenny from the block is, I know you're trying to appear down to earth and just like us, but you did have a far more privileged upbringing.
Yeah, lived in an apartment on Fifth Avenue, Manhattan, had all the money in the world, chauffeur drivers, they had a chef.
And stop using the Bronx because you haven't done anything for us. We don't see you anymore. Like, even the old bloke didn't even recognise it.
She's being very clear, that woman, though, isn't she? Name checking, you know exactly. We have got your number, J-Lo.
You didn't even wear your hair like that.
you sat next to Melissa Farley and you did not have hair like that at all.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
That man right there, Booney, who we've been playing, there's a bit of audio getting around of him doing like an a cappella version of that song. Have you got it there, Jess? Have a listen.
Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't
What a voice.
take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
What a jet.
Oh, and just
Isn't that
imagine I had my eyes closed, just thinking he was singing it to me.
He was.
That's his next door neighbour recorded that as well. Just shut up, Benson. I'm trying to get to sleep.
Hey, I want to throw this one out here. 13 24 10. What are some of the strange things that quietly, when you're at home by yourself and no one else is around, you sit on Instagram or TikTok and have a look at? What are your strange follows?
Like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, they are. I've got one at the moment and I can't stop watching. And I know there's people out that are going to be out there listening right now. When I say this, they're going to go, I get it, Whipper. And I'm not talking about pimple popping or pulling bot flies out of somebody's skin. I'm talking about Nate the Hoof Guy.
Who's Nate the Hoof Guy?
Nate the Hoof Guy is a guy who's like, what do you call it? Is it a blacksmith who works on...
A farrier.
A farrier, is it, Tommy?
Yeah.
So he works with horses and also cows.
He puts their shoes on.
Anything with hooves.
Hooves, yeah. But he doesn't do pigs. But what he'll do is cut back like trimming a nail on a hoof and then make sure the hoof is okay. So what happens quite often in the farm, a hoof might get a little bit of metal in it or something they've picked up in the paddock, and then Nate, the hoof guy, he comes over, he'll remove the metal, maybe a little bit of pus or some fluid will come out as well, and then he'll trim it back and he'll maintain it.
But you're not the pimple popper.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You're not the pimple popper guy.
I'm not the pimple popper.
Watching this in disgust, or are you watching
fascination?
Mesmerised. Is he quite romantic about it? Like, does he love those animals?
He loves the animals, yeah, and he looks after those animals. But I find myself, I'm half an hour on the couch or lying in bed, I'm exhausted, and I've done half an hour with Nate the Hoof Guy.
What a party at your house.
Well,
that sounds unbelievable.
Where does he live?
I don't know where he lives.
Is he American?
I think he might be, yeah. I mean, that hoof trim that he's doing there, which I got a screenshot of, 2.1 million views. That's how good Nate the Hoof Guy is.
We could cut my nails after 8 o'clock if you like. Pop it up on Instagram.
We could get him in here.
I love the train guy. You know, the guy. He's the best, that guy. The one that puts a camera on the top of his head. It's like a selfie stick on the top of his head, and he films his reaction when certain trains go by, Kate.
Yeah.
And he gets so excited.
It's like Christmas whenever a train goes past for that guy.
Francois Bourgeois, I think is how you say
Francois
his
Bourgeois?
name. Yeah, I think that's how you say
Tell me,
his
how
name.
many followers has he got now?
He has skyrocketed. He's at 2.3, and he was on a train. I think he was on his way out to... The New South Wales government got him out here a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he was catching a train out to Penrith. He was here for like 4 days.
Tommy, that's a huge... You've missed that opportunity.
Was he excited about that train as well, Tom?
Excited.
Oh, my God, Adam in Volgola, hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good,
I have an interest in watching people stuffing up at boat ramps. The misadventures of what they do at boat ramps.
I love that.
The silly things. Like, they've got no idea, some of these people.
Adam, do you follow...
Some of their crew members get off their backside and actually help, or...
Do you have a boat,
what I mean?
Adam? Are you watching because you think you could do it better?
I do it better. I do it better.
So you follow the qualified captain, do you, Adam?
I do. I've got my skipper's cap, and I've got my licence, and I'm just got my common sense too.
And how good is a guy with an outboard that he hasn't lifted up, and he's trying to drag it up the boat ramp, and it's pulling the boat off the trailer?
I've seen stuff happen in real life. It's unbelievable.
Adam, good call.
Like people backing boats down, and the boat slides off the trailer because they've undone all their chains and winches and all that.
I guess it's the new age funniest home videos, really.
In a way, isn't it? Yeah, without a JVC VCR prize.
Slams. Jake in Maroubra, who are you following at the moment, Jake?
Terry Howarth is on Instagram under Howarth3698. He's just a proper Aussie old bloke. He posts his dinner every night. And soldiers. He's broken tequila bottles to get stuff into.
Yeah, is that the one that goes, I'm at Penrith at the moment having lunch, that guy?
No, that's not him. He's not having any nice cappuccinos and bun cakes. I know he's...
Old man Howard showing off his meal, does he?
No, there's
got a bit of pepper and salt, not salt and pepper.
It's the everyday character.
Sponsorship from Saxa. He covers it in his grounded black pepper.
Yep. Oh, I love that, Jake. Thanks for your call. Tommy's got it up now. He goes through each meal in all the detail. Do you know what? When you see really old people on social media, don't you think it's great that they've found a solution to loneliness? Where people are obviously commenting and going, oh, well, this is fantastic. Susie84 likes my meal. So, there's a community around me.
I don't know if everyone's on his side, though. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. A little bit of bad feedback on some of these meals.
So I mean, social media, it's a great minefield to get involved with.
Oh, look, hang on, no one's picking on Nate the Hoof guy. Don't worry about that.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
My eldest son, Hewie, is 14 years of age. Actually,
is he 14?
He's 14.
Oh
We're entering teenage years.
Mate, he might leave home in 4 years.
Well and truly.
Well, I'm hoping. I've already told him. I've told him 3 years.
You got that countdown calendar.
Don't extend it.
Actually, he's thinking about getting a part-time job. God, these things, and you know what? Think about it. He's less than 2 years now from getting his L's.
Oh my God!
Not that young man that comes here in the studio with that lovely face. You have, I don't know. BJ has, a lot of credit to BJ, obviously, for teaching him all those lovely manners he has. Yeah. He's a very sweet.
And now he's getting home. How are you, Dad? How you been, mate? Just been down at the local, tipping a few in.
It is. You know what? I get a bit emotional about this, but there's actually this is a great exercise for any parent, and it doesn't have to be. The school have started this, so this is in Year 9, right? And it's called the Right Journey, spelled RITE, and it's a core subject for him now. Basically, the Year 9 Right Journey program consists of the following. Who am I really? How do I get along with others? Is there something more? What is my purpose and what do I have to give? So it's a unique educational program and it's designed to support the development, self-awareness of kids, responsibility, being respectful and resilient adults, right?
And purpose, which I think is something that we can all lack, even as adults.
Completely.
So you know how we get nervous when we're helping the kids with homework? Kate, part of this program, the Right Journey, is that the parents and the student had to write a gratitude letter to each other.
Oh, wow.
To each other?
So, yes.
So yours is Dear Hewie and his is Dear Mum and Dad?
Yes.
Okay.
So, individually.
Good idea.
So, I kicked it off to my best mate, Houston, and went through a few things. He went down the beach the other night and he... Basically, we had to sit down and we had to read each other all these. It's, you know what? It was really nerve-wracking for me, and for anyone out there, I suggest that maybe you do this. You don't need to do it through the school, but I can tell you, I got really nervous when I was asked to do it. It was like when I wrote that letter to my mentor, to Dad, to Mick, which I'd never done before. And you know what? I feel like we get so mixed up with parenting, and the whole time you feel like you're telling your kid not to do this and to do this. But you know what? Sometimes we don't sit down and we tell them how much they mean to us and show our gratitude to our children. I think the best way of doing it is writing it on a piece of paper.
Well, I know then they can keep it and refer back to it too. You know what, Fitz? He will have that letter forever.
You know the doco that was done on the was it called The Test on the Australian cricket team?
Yeah.
They did a similar thing where they went away, and when they're on tour, they might have even been on the bus. The captain at the time, the coach had asked them their parents, got onto the parents and said, "Can you write a letter to your son?"
Oh, Justin Langer. I do remember that.
That's right.
And then they were all handed out.
All handed out. So this is what your dad wanted to say to you before you walk out onto the field.
Well, it was also when they get handed their baggy green for the first time, they have a legend, a cricketer that usually passes it over to them, Kate. And for Travis Head, Nathan Lyon had to do it because they were best mates. Mate, he gets so emotional. And he said, this is one of the hardest things for me to do because I haven't told Travis what he means to me. He had to write it down, practice it, and then he presented the baggy green and was crying his eyes out.
Yeah.
There's moments like these. Do you want to go through?
How do you start with a letter like this, Fitz? What
Are you
going to
read the letter to us, or is that quite personal?
I'll read you bits. So,
did you start with an apology?
So
by now you've realised I'm a shonk.
Can I read you? Hewie, he's probably not going to hear this. So it's, look, can I read what he wrote about his mother?
Yep.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to get emotional just reading this out. But he wrote, "Mum, you are extremely generous and loving towards everyone and always can make people smile. You are very creative and intuitive and always come up with solutions that only you could think of. Mum, you are extremely empathetic, funny and loving. I'm so grateful for the support and love that you always show me. I love that you are always willing to treat everyone equally and how caring and thoughtful you are. Although our relationship can sometimes be a bit up and down, you always love me and help out whenever I need it." I thought that's
beautiful.
And he was getting a bit emotional reading that out. You don't think BJ, the waterworks were coming out for that one, Kate?
I bet.
And then,
she was in the kitchen cutting onions, wasn't she?
She was cutting onions. BJ's was beautiful as well. She wrote a couple of pages, but she basically wrote when he came into the world, Houston, and she throws me under the bus here. "I do remember lying in bed trying to work out whether I wake Dad or disturb him, as he had the alarm set for 4:20 to go to work. But he was noticing that I was looking uncomfortable and saying, 'Are you all right?' I replied, 'I think it's happening.' His answer was, 'Do you think I should go to work?'"
Commitment. There's commitment right there.
Do you know what? I actually did go to work, and then I turned the car around and said, "What am I doing? We're having our first child." Can I read a little bit of mine? Just the end of mine. Okay?
I can't wait for this.
"I am extremely, extremely proud of you. You constantly amaze me every day. Continue to push yourself. You have the opportunity to do anything that you want. And from experience, I know that the amount of effort that you put in, the bigger the rewards are that you receive. I love you so much, buddy. I am so excited to see you grow and explore, to travel the world and experience life. I would like to be there with you on a global educational program that will help you develop. It's a program called Kentucky, and it's an exclusive event that only dads and their sons get to encounter. Even Mum can't know about this, but she will benefit from it when we return as better men for the adventure." No,
Any other seats available?
It is, but I just want to say to everyone, do you know what? I said to BJ, I think we should do this for Lenny now. I think we should just write something every year for the boys, and just, because sometimes it's hard to do it face to face, but you know what? If you take an hour to write down a couple of paragraphs, like you said, Kate, Huey's like, "Dad, I'm going to keep this forever now."
He will, and long after you're gone, Fitz, that will be the letter that he shows his son or his daughter. And I think too, we get so caught up in trying to find the perfect gift for each other. You're encouraging people to just do it regardless of the school curriculum. Like, come the next birthday or even come Christmas, when it is expensive to worry about gifts for everyone, maybe just make this year about writing a letter to all of the people that deserve a letter of gratitude.
Do you know what Ted said to Mum and I the other day, or Lisa and I? He said, "Today I had to write about my hero at school, and I almost stood up and started saluting." I thought, this is the moment he's realised how good Dad is. And he said, so I wrote about you, Mum.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tommy.
What about me? I thought it was Hamish for sure.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Tell me what you make of this. It's blown up online. Some people are saying this is not the right thing to do, but I kind of take my hat off. I don't think it's too bad.
I saw this really cute guy at the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the cashier his credit card, I peeped it to see what his name was. And then I Googled him and found his social media profiles, and I was able to tell that he was single. So I went through his friends list and I found his mother's page. And then I looked through his mother's page and I saw that she was a member of this book club that's in my area. So I sent a request to join the book club. So I went to the book club meeting and I met his mom there, and we bonded over some books that we both liked. And she just thought I was so nice, and I brought it up randomly in conversation that I was single, and she let me know that she had a son that was single also that lived in the area, and maybe it would be cool for us to get together and chat sometime. So I gave her my number, which she gave to her son, and this morning he texted me and asked if I'd like to get together this weekend and do something. So I guess we're going to go on a date. I'm really excited.
Well, by posting that video there, I think the relationship's over, isn't it?
No,
is it
it's
a bit
not.
creepy? She's gone to that
Is
effort.
it creepy or not, or is it genius?
I think in the old days we may have thought that was really creepy, but is this just how people meet each other now?
Is it beautiful? Is that a great love story?
What if a guy did it to a girl?
Same thing.
I think it's still look, I don't know. But I think it comes down to each individual scenario. I don't like.
But Fitz, if you found yourself on a date and the girl said, "Hey, I want to tell you how I tracked you down. I've seen you before. Actually, I saw you in the supermarket," and then went through the story of getting your name on the credit card and then the mum and the book group.
Okay.
Would you then sit back and go, "Hoo-hoo, I got a nut job"?
I think you would. Actually, when you put it like that, I think that going to the book club and pretending you like literature that the mother likes, I think that's not great. But then they're on the flip side. I have to say, at least there's a level of effort.
Effort, yes.
Because my friend...
Discuss.
Oh, here we go.
I have a friend. I won't name her.
But no one wants a stalker, but don't they just... Like going that extra mile, or just
you want to be impressed,
but make an effort to open a conversation or get to know someone rather than just, you look hot? ?
I'll buy you a drink
or something.
Well, it's
not a question mark.
I think that's all in the process. Finding out where they go, I don't mind that, and then running into them. The thing that I don't like is that she's posted this video telling everyone what she did before she's even gone on the first date.
Well, does that prove that it's normal then?
Yeah,
that she's not embarrassed. She's excited and she thinks it's quite cute and clever.
And then she would sit back and think to herself too, well, suppose he messaged me. He didn't have to message me.
Lucky he did, otherwise she'd be straight round there.
And it would be a really boring TikTok video.
There's quite a few things that have fallen into place here as well.
Yeah.
For her to join the book club, and then to have books that she likes that are similar to the mother's reading tastes as well. Like there's a couple of jigsaw pieces that have gone in beautifully for her.
Oh, it requires timing as well. Have you slightly stalked or used your genius ways to find out who that person was, and did it work out? Was it a win? Matty, welcome to the show. What have you done, or how did you track down your girlfriend, mate?
Yo, Team Homer, how you going?
Good, buddy.
She had a very unique first name. I've never heard it before. So we met through Hinge over a year ago now, and so I looked up her socials, Facebook, Insta, all that, and found out more about her before our first date, and we had 4 successful dates in just over a week, and now nearly a year and a half later we're still together.
It's a great story.
So what did you find out, Maddie? What was her likes that you targeted?
was like music, travel, kind of just like I could see I could see the banter and stuff like in pictures with her friends. I knew that we would gel on that as well.
Bands, good bands,
great. That's you know what, music is a good one, isn't it? On that first date, Kate, to go, oh, do you know what? I really like that Demi Lovato new song.
Hey, what? Oh man, have you heard the new Ariana Grande's just dropped?
I think maybe I'm getting too old for that kind of thing. Like when people are asking what your favourite things are, I'm like, I have an out-of-body experience and I think, get out of here.
Yeah, but when Matthew does reveal to her that he loves Pantera, that's when things change.
Kate's still doing it. What CD have you got in the car?
Am I?
Oh, Tracy Chapman, isn't it?
No, it's like this.
Sounds
What
like a
kind of
hoot.
jam do you prefer on a Sunday morning with your cup of tea?
What are your top 6 CDs in your CD stacker in your car?
Yeah, how many hours of gardening have you done recently?
Ash in
Mate, I'm a
Schofield.
cat.
What lengths did you go to, Ash?
So I saw this girl that I thought I knew as a friend of a friend, and I saw her at the Taylor Swift concert, and she looked so familiar, and I kind of followed her down to the Met place, and on the way home, I followed her onto the bus home just to ask her who she was and if she was who I thought it was. And it was, but she has no idea who I am to date. Then I had to get off the bus and get on the right one.
So you asked her,
my goodness, that is commitment.
you asked her who she was, and then you found out, and then you got off the bus.
Well, I had to go home.
Are you attracted to this girl?
Say that again, sorry.
Are you attracted to this girl?
Oh, no, I'm married. But she's beautiful.
Yeah, but are you attracted to this girl?
No, I'm not.
And
I just think she's really cool and a really good singer herself.
You went to all that effort just to see if it was the girl that you thought it was, Ash.
Yes, because it was someone I thought I knew, but I'd never gotten to meet before. So, yes, I went to that level.
All right, Ash, I'll ask you this question. When you got home or since that moment, have you done any online research on this person?
I did stalk her on Instagram.
Still going.
Do you want to be this girl, Ash?
Well, no, I just thought she was really cool. But
I think the question is always, do you want to be
with her?
Yeah, be her or be with her?
Jess,
I don't think so, no.
Okay,
She's married.
that's okay.
Jess, what do you think? What are you reading here? Was there a relationship there?
Oh, a few little signs,
There
little
were some signs
hyperfixation
there.
on this lovely lady, but we'll let her decide.
No, but see, that's more of a friendship thing. You know what? That's you.
I don't do that for mates.
You could stalk a future mate, couldn't you? You could actually try to see if you could. I really want to be friends with that person. They seem really cool.
Oh, he looks cool. I'll get on a bus going in an opposite direction to find out who it is.
No.
Kate, if you found out that they were a part of a book club, like we did with the original person, that's a good way to get in. Oh, no way.
Yeah, I reckon. But I don't want any.
You're a massive fan of the Gruffalo.
Yeah.
So am I.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
Kate Ritchie in the lineup yesterday, Kate.
I know.
Oh, I missed out, and I'm a bit angry about it.
Why?
Because it would have been great to get a bone. What is it?
A bone.
A good deal.
A bonus.
A bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
bonus,
goodness.
sorry.
Be great
Wednesday lunchtime. Wowee. No, we're talking about the...
Well, the stick season.
Wowee. No, we're talking about what you may have wagged school for, because I'm not sure if you saw the line yesterday. Hundreds of women by 8 o'clock yesterday morning in Alexandria lining up for the Cook-Eye sale.
Cook-Eye!
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I've seen it on Oxford Street before, I think, when the label Basic.
Oh, yeah, Basic. Very popular.
Where,
with a Q? Is that Basic with a Q?
No.
No, it's with a K. It's with a K-E.
Okay.
B-A-S-S-I-K-E. Expensive kind of T-shirts, but if you can pick up some for a bonus, then...
Is Cook-Eye been around when... would have our mums bought Cook-Eye?
No.
Has that been around for a while?
It was around 2000s, even 90s. Cook-Eye was big.
Yeah, but not our mums. Our mum, I don't know how old your mum is,
A lot
but
cooler than your mum.
Well,
she was doing cook eye.
No,
Heather's wearing basic.
No, she wasn't. I think cook eye do a lot of one sizes.
Sorry, Fitzy's got a joke. He wants to get away about my mum. Go on, mate.
No, we're just seeing what Whipper's wearing today. I think he's dressed by Bung Eye.
I mean, he lined it up.
Good.
And he saw the hole and he went bang.
Anyway, you may have got a bargain yesterday.
At Cook Eye.
You may have skipped school. There are a lot of girls missing their first period so that they could buy it.
Oh, Georgie went, did she? Who works on the team? She was there in the lineup in Oxford Street. She's got new Cook Eyes. Is that a skirt?
Oh, that's a very cute. Are they skorts or are they? Is it skorts?
What are skorts?
Very cute, like a
skirt shorts.
Yeah. So you can do cartwheels if you like, Georgie.
Georgie.
Catch her in the 8 o'clock news up and down the hall.
Well, I tried to invent Geetos once. They never really took off.
What, jean Speedos?
Jean Speedos. So denim Speedos.
Yum.
What? They wouldn't be aerodynamic in the water, would they? Or is that the word?
Yeah, that was... Yeah. The first couple of our clients unfortunately drowned when they jumped in.
Got a little bit heavy when wet.
So there's a Geeto sale on now.
What were they offering yesterday, Kate Ritchie? Like, was
everything
it 50% off?
I think so. So maybe if you've got $100 usually, you can buy in Cook Eye.
Yeah.
And so dresses were halved. You could pick a lot of things up for about $50.
I think there was a great YD sale on yesterday too.
I didn't see the lineup.
50% off. So shirts were $2.
Oh.
And not one person lining up.
Don't be mean to YD.
YD is great. And Fitzy, I know why you're having a go, because you're a Tarot Cash ambassador.
Well,
I thought you were politics.
No, when I worked on the project, for some reason, they would have sections in the wardrobe, and Kate, you would know this, and it had your name on it. That had Dr. Chris Brown, they had all the people that worked on the show, and there was my section, and Dr. Chris Brown pointed this out, and it was like, I rocked up one day, Fitzy, by the way, got some great news for you. Tarot Cash is sponsoring you at the moment for the show.
And, mate, you know, your beautiful blue eyes, a grey metallic shirt really brings them out.
With
an oversized collar.
Which is going into the Golden Slipper this Saturday as well. Some sales on there, YD and Tarot Cash, for all the fellas out there.
All right, Tom's sticking the board in front of my face, telling me to move on.
I know, can you?
Okay, Tom, I will.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Fitzy, Whipper and Kate's Married at First Sight dinner party.
Oh my God.
Don't miss the final Married at First Sight commitment ceremony, Sunday 7 p.m. on 9 and 9 Now.
Spoke to Lucinda last night. She said, Fitzy, I just want to know what will be on the menu at the grounds of Alexandria.
That's quite good. I haven't heard that voice. Is this a new character?
What does she eat? Is she vegan?
I said it's probably beef or chicken, I reckon, Lucinda.
What did she say?
Goes, okay, is there any eggplant?
I don't know what she
Please
said.
do that on the microphone.
Aubergine.
Maybe we should do that on the night because I'm mad for an impersonation.
Oh, they're good, aren't they?
Jump up and be your favourite maths contestant.
Yeah, Tommy's going to be doing Borat.
Oh, yeah,
I feel sorry for Lucinda, because Lucinda is such an amazing person, positive, and you know what, Tim, and there were moments where they looked like they were going to get together, but then Timothy, you know, I just feel like that the experts have put someone who's a bit mentally fragile with somebody else on Married at First Sight. Are you picking that up over the last few seasons?
Haven't noticed it. Have not noticed it. You're way out of line to make a call like that, mate. Hey, Travis, great news. You're coming along to our dinner party.
Oh, thanks, Fitzy, Whipper and Kate. Appreciate it.
No worries, Trav.
Right.
It's going to be great.
Can Travis bring a date? Who are you going to bring?
Oh, now, you know what? Now I'm going to have to try and find a friend, and I'm going to have a few friends fighting over this, because everyone's been sitting at home, all the housemates trying to watch it.
Right. How many people do you live with, Trav?
3. So I've got to flip a coin. A few coins.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Maybe you can sit next to Lucinda.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind her, actually. She's a bit of counselling.
Can I sit next to her, Tom?
I think we all need a bit of counselling, let's be honest.
Can I sit next to Lucinda, please?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Oh, Tom, that's not bad.
Don't you do what's the character from Some Mothers Do Haven't, Tom?
Oh,
Frank
yeah.
Spencer.
Frank Spencer. Come on,
I love Frank. Michael Crawford.
Go, Tom.
Frank's got a new cat. What are the cats in the house?
Oh, well, his wife Betty wasn't happy about it. Oh, Betty, the cat's done another whoops in my beret. Oh, Frank. There you go. There you go.
I love that. My dad would love that.
Frank.
My grandfather would
Iconic. It's absolutely
It was around the same time Scooby-Doo was one of the popular cartoons.
Go, I love it.
Oh, Scooby's on maths, is he?
Oh, well, Scooby and Shaggy were stuck in a terrible situation. Oh, Scoobs, what are we going to do? I love you, Shaggy. So there you go. I don't know why we're thank God it's after 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, because
you have to do it in threes.
Well,
Borat's walked into the room.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he must. Live a wizard. There you go. You've done that.
Sleeve of wizard?
Don't repeat it. Let's move on.
What about Austin Powers?
No, he's gone.
No, he's not.
Do Austin Powers.
Groovy, baby. There you go. See you later. Can I go home?
Kate Ritchie's wet her pants. She's actually dribbled in her jeans.
And it's Mickey Mouse with a South African accent. Oh, there's Mickey and Minnie with it in South Africa doing an accent. Off you go.
I don't have Mickey or
Do you
Minnie.
do Mickey and Minnie?
No, I don't.
Who else do you do?
Nobody.
Do you do Daffy Duck or Donald Duck?
No,
you do, Tom.
What about the piggy? What about the little piggy?
Kate, you're enjoying this far too much.
Okay, so Travis is coming along to the math party. Well done. Don't miss the final Married at First Sight commitment ceremony. None of them are going to get together, but that's Sunday night, 7 p.m. on 9 and 9 now.
Shall we do Mike Tyson?
No. I'm scared of that guy. I hate him. Yeah, there you go. We'll leave it there. I'd really like to.
I don't even know who that is. Who's Mike Tyson?
I'm scared of him.
That's Mike Tyson.
I'm scared of that guy.
The boxer.
Do Mike Tyson in a fight with Frank Spencer?
No.
If you do that, I'll give you $1,000.
I'm going home.
Fitzy Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.